Hey there! Today we are going to make a very simple meal. It's called creamy mustard chicken. Alright, as y'all know, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, for a menu item to stick around, it has to have 3 criteria. It has to have minimal ingredients, not take a long time to cook, and be economical. If it doesn't pass all 3 of those, I chuck it. So anything that's on my channel is absolutely anywhere between 15 minutes and 45, because, you know, we have 5 kids, okay? They were hungry all the time. When they got home from school, they started immediately. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? You better have a plan. So, I got real good at really quick dinners that everybody loves. Okay, when I said minimal ingredients, I meant minimal ingredients. You'll need some chicken. You'll need some flour for dredging. You'll need some salt, some pepper, some mustard, some heavy cream, some butter, and you're going to need some plastic wrap and a meat tenderizer. That's it. That's it. Now, as a side, we're just going to have some butter noodles. So we already have the butter there. And I'm just going to make this pasta and call dinner good. Alright, the longest thing about this meal is how long it takes the pasta to cook. So let's get that started first. Alright, let's get this stove on. High flame. Now I've got about a quart of water in my pan. And now I'm going to add some salt. Y'all know, if you've watched me very long, I like to really salt pasta water. A lot. And we'll get that lid on there. Alright, I'm going to take my wrap and I'm going to cover up my cutting board. And I'm going to put my chicken that I've patted dry on there. Well, I call myself patting it dry anyway. Alright. And I'm going to put another piece of Reynolds wrap. Across the top of that. Alright. And then Randy's gonna come beat my chicken.
All right, guys, gals, Tammy called me in to come and pulverize this chicken with this little hammer. I'm gonna have to get her a better one if I'm gonna be doing this, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and commence to getting our dinner started. Don't worry, she's doing the cooking.
Okay, now that I have perfectly pulverized chicken, and it's about 1/4 inch thick, which is what I need, we can go from here. Okay, that worked out good. My chicken is pulverized and my water is boiling. So I'm going to put about, there's just the 2 of us at home now. My kids are grown. So 2 cups of pasta ought to do just fine for dinner. We're going to give that a little stir. Okay, we're going to put that lid back on there. We're going to bring it back up to a boil, and per your package directions on whatever kind of pasta you're using, should take anywhere from 12 to 14 minutes. Okay, you're going to need about a teaspoon of mustard, it needs to be either stone ground or Dijon. Either one will work. And we're just going to put that all over our chicken. We just want a light coat on both sides. Let's get this. Now we're going to come over here and get our pan hot. I want to almost high, but not quite. A little more than medium high. About like that. Okay, and we're going to let that pan get hot, hot, hot. We're going to come back over here to our chicken and we're going to dredge it in flour. Alright, we're just going to dredge that chicken and get it nice and coated. Number 2 going in. And these chicken breasts were rather large, so I think that 2 of them is going to be all I can fit in that pan. I'll have to make 2 passes, so we're just going to go with that. Okay, my pan is really hot. It's starting to smoke, so I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of real butter. And it should immediately start browning. That pan is hot. Okay, my butter is browning. My pan is hot. And I'm going to drop my chicken. And don't let them touch because you'll end up steaming instead of frying. Always make sure there's a gap between whatever you're cooking.
We're going to give a shout out to Beth up in Barberton, Ohio. And because it's Beth, she likes our kitty cat, I brought Essie along to say hey too. So we're going to give you a shout out. Population 24,983. Salute!
Alright, on the second side, you probably only need like 2 minutes. And then I want you to turn your eye off because that chicken will finish cooking on the residual heat from that pan. You don't want to overcook your chicken. Okay, there you go. All right, my pasta is done and drained. And we're going to put about 1/3 of a stick of butter in there. If I can get it out. There we go. All right, like that. We're going to give it a stir. And we're going to put the lid back on it and let that butter melt and then give it another stir. Side dish done. Okay, we are done now. I'm going to set that chicken aside. All right, now I'm going to go back in and turn that eye back on because now we need to make that cream sauce. And that doesn't have to be, that's a medium-high flame. Put that pan back up there, and that pan is already plenty hot enough. Now I'm gonna get my heavy cream. All right. We're just gonna use 1 cup of heavy cream. And you probably could use half and half, but why? Be so much richer with the heavy cream. Okay, now you're going to whisk up all those little brown bits that are on the bottom of your pan. And you're just going to let that get thick. Now at this point, I'm going to taste it and see if it needs some salt or if it needs a tiny little bit of mustard. Maybe a tad of salt. Not much. Maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, if that. And some pepper. Okay, now I'm going to turn that eye way down to low. Oops, not that far. Down to low. Because my sauce is ready. I'm going to warm my chicken back up. That's all I want to do is just warm my chicken back up. Let's get some of that good sauce up there. And make sure you got sauce. All right, this one meets all my criteria. The chicken takes as long to cook as it does to make pasta. The longest thing you have to do is the tenderizing the chicken. It's so simple, so easy. What was that, 5 ingredients? And dinner's on the table and everybody is happy. Y'all have a great night. Bye.